Hey everybody, welcome back to Magic Orthodoxy. My name is David and this is a magic review. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here. My name is David. And I am a teacher, a magician, a content creator here on YouTube. And what I enjoy doing is using this platform so that I can elevate the voices of other magicians, other content creators, other magic houses, so that you know exactly what you are purchasing when you go off to the store and lay your hard-earned money down on the table so that you can buy the latest and the greatest magic tricks. Today, another one from Deuce Gala. Deuce Gala, what is that? Deuce meaning two, you know, deuce, like I dealt you a deuce, that would be a two. Gala, like a formal event, like a party, like a show, right? So this is two gentlemen that have gotten together to put out their own magic house, right? Stop using other companies and other distributors and just start doing it yourself, right? Just do it yourself. Just your own stick-to-itiveness and gumption and pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Yep, all that. All that stuff. You can learn more right there at deucegala.com. Michael O'Brien. All right, let's talk. Let's talk about Michael O'Brien. Good buddy. Done a lot of reviews for him. He and I have a ton of stuff in common. We are kindred. We are kindred spirits. We are. We both like all things Irish. We both have similar tastes in beverages, and we both love Pokemon. We both love Disney. We both love magic. We have a lot in common, and so he and I talk the frequent. I'm name dropping the Michael O'Brien name right now. That's what I'm doing. But Pokemon. Let's talk about Pokemon. I play Pokemon. Actually, play the game. All right, and I think people who are Pokemon people. they go into certain categories. There are some who only collect the cards. That's it. That's all they do. They just have binders and binders and binders, and you just flip through them and they go, I've got that card and that card, and they just collect them. And then I always look at their collections and I go, wow, that's great. Do you play the game? No. So I don't collect the cards. I don't collect the cards. So I don't have binders and binders. I don't have boxes and boxes. I have my decks that I use for battle, and that's it. So I just play the game, that's it. It's something I do with my son. But you don't need to know how to play Pokemon to do this trick. This trick is called PokéMonte. PokéMonte, and it uses the Pokemon cards to do the classic color money effect. But this is actually Michael O'Brien's handling of that color money effect. And I'm sure you know color money, right? Red diamond, blue diamond, you owe me $14 graphic, right? Well, the interesting thing about color monte is colors, right? Red, blue, green. If you know red, blue, green, you can do Pokemon because Pokemon are sectioned into colors. So we have a red Pokemon, a blue Pokemon, and a green Pokemon, which would be fire, water, and grass. And so even if you didn't feel like you could quote the names like Charmander or Bulbasaur or Squirtle, like I said, you don't have to pronounce their names correctly. You could just say, I have a fire type, a water type, and a grass type, right? Or I have a red card, a blue card, and a green card. And any kid that knows Pokemon will know exactly what you're talking about. But if you'd like, you can go and watch my How to Play Pokemon video. That's right, I have a video where I teach you how to play Pokemon. You can just briefly watch that and you would get an overview of how Pokemon goes. You'd sound like you had a little bit of working knowledge. So I always recommend having a little bit of working knowledge when you're using cards perhaps that you're not as familiar with. So how does Pokemon go? Well, obviously you're gonna pull out a little package of Pokemon cards. You're gonna show the three main starter Pokemons, red, blue, and green. And you're gonna say, you pick your favorite one, pick the one you wanna start with, and you'll let your spectator pick one in their mind, okay? They're not gonna tell you what it is. And then you're going to go through the routine, which is a typical everywhere and nowhere routine, where whatever Pokemon you're looking for, that's the one you can't find, and the other color, let's say water, appears on the top, the middle, and the bottom. The water seems to be everywhere, and then it vanishes, and then fire's everywhere, right? And then, the way Michael O'Brien does it, he has a kicker ending where out of nowhere, Pikachu shows up, who is an electric Pokemon, which would be Team Yellow, okay? But again, you don't need to know any of this stuff. There's a second kicker, where you then turn to the spectator and say, if you had to pick between red, blue, and green, which Pokemon would you have picked? And they say blue. And then you reveal from an envelope or a box or your wallet that you had one card in there and it was the blue card, and you revealed what they would have picked. So let's say you pay your 20 bucks to deucegala.com. What will you get? You'll get a little cello pack, and inside you will get all the cards that you need for the trick, including the cards you would need to do the kicker, and you'll get a download code for the tutorial. Now, here's where I believe Deuce Gala goes above and beyond with what they offer you, because really at the end of the day, sometimes when you buy these tricks, you get a tutorial and it's like 20 minutes. And if you've got the cameras out and the lights and the microphone and you're recording, if you're gonna film 20 minutes, you could easily film 40, right? It's not difficult to go above and beyond for your customer because footage and film is free. It's so cheap. So if you performed it once for the camera, perform it twice. Perform it once slow, perform it once fast, right? Perform it with commentary. Michael O'Brien does all of that. He does all of that. So the main body of the trick, right, the main video is 26 minutes. 26 minutes, and it is not a 26-minute long trick, okay? But Michael's gonna go above and beyond for you. The second video file, what? There's a second video file? Yes. And again, that doesn't need to be, but it's there for you. The second video file is 11 minutes. And this is where Michael O'Brien is going to show you the studio performance that's in the first video, but he's going to interject in between that with his own director's commentary and explain what's going on through the whole effect, which is wonderful. And then, wait, there's more? Yes, because Deuce Gala goes above and beyond. You'll also get a 2-page PDF that includes insights, subtleties, and the entire script. You're going to get all of that for 20 bucks. Is it what I thought? Well, yes, it is what I thought, because it's basically Color Monte. And even if you didn't do Michael O'Brien's script, right, and you already know Color Monte, of course you could do Color Monte with Pokemon cards. But I like Michael's handling because he's really doing a 4 for 3, right? There's 4 cards dancing around, but you're really only showing 3. And that's not how you do Color Monte. So this is Michael's take, which is doing it with an extra card. So I think his take allows you to have that kicker, which I think it brings a lot to the table. And the fact that you can actually show 3 separate cards. You know, in Color Monte, you're really just showing the red card multiple times, but it's the same card. But in this, when he shows you Bulbasaur and Charmander and Squirtle, obviously he's showing you 3 different cards, right? He's not showing you the same card over and over again. Those are clearly individual cards. So there is a unique routine here. As far as it being well made, yep, they're real cards. They are real cards, aren't they, Michael? You didn't buy generic. Yeah, they look real. They look real to me. I've never been one of those people that can hold 2 up and go, which one's the fake? And I've never worried about fake Pokemon cards, but they're out there, I guess. But I'm pretty sure these are real. Overall quality and production value, Michael's against a plain living room backdrop. If you saw my earlier review for his SpongeBob routine, it's pretty much the same environment. As far as what he teaches you, you'll get an intro, a studio performance. He'll talk about what you get. He'll walk you through the setup. And then the main tutorial, he does very slow. And then he does a second tutorial almost at speed. Then he covers the kicker ending, and really, you can choose your own way to do the kicker. You know, if the person chooses fire, you can produce the card from a fire wallet if you have one. If you had a starter pack box, you know, your kicker could be 1 card in the starter card box sitting on the table the entire time, right? Then there's an outro, there's some crediting, and then he has some B-roll footage of all the slights that are needed. Pocket space, it is a packet trick, right? It is a packet trick. And what I would recommend is go to the store and buy one of those cello booster packs, trim the top off very neatly, slide those cards out, and then put the cards you need inside that and carry it like that. And say whatever routine you want to do. Like, you know, I was just getting into Pokemon, you know, especially if you're doing a routine for kids. Say, hey, I was just getting into Pokemon. Maybe you could help me out. I'm trying to pick my starter Pokemon, and you walk through the routine. And if you slide those cards out of that cello pack, the kids are convinced, right? Those are legit cards. And they are, right? They are legit cards. So I think that looks the most natural. So angles-wise, it's just like any other Monty routine, right? You're doing Monty routine style slights. Michael's not bringing any new and improved slights that you don't know, right? So you should be able to fall right into it. And it's totally inspectable, right? Because I just said, there's no gaffes, they're legit cards. There's no double face or double backer Pokemon cards. Although, Michael O'Brien, why aren't we making those? Right? Come on, we should be making double facers and double back Pokemon cards. Or Pokemon cards with blank faces. Come on, we gotta be, where's the Pokemon gaff deck? Right? The double enders, the mispipped. Why aren't we doing this? We gotta make wouldn't that be killer? I'm just talking to Michael O'Brien right now. We'll make a gaff deck of all Pokemon cards, and you could do all the routines. Like you could do McDonald's Aces, the 13-on-1 card, the Tree of Hearts. We could do all that. No, it's a silly idea, right? It's totally silly idea. Why do I come up with these dumb ideas? How hard is this? What are the slights and difficulty? Like I said, it's standard Monty moves, right? And also, like I said, you're showing 4 cards as 3. So if you know some of those convincers, those shuffles, you know, this will be easy for you. Setup and reset, it's really only a small packet, and it's not hard to put that many cards in the order that you need. And like I said, if you slide them out of the cello pack ready to go, then you're set, right? You're set. Positives, I think this is great for kids, right? Great for kids or anybody that understands Pokemon. It's also a great way to disguise Monty, right? It's also a great way to disguise Color Monty. Can you imagine bringing Color Monty out at a Magic convention? I mean, the eye rolls, the people just turn and walk away. But if you bring out Pokemon cards, then immediately people will tune in and go, oh, what's this guy doing? They might not even they might recognize it halfway through, but by then you've suckered them, right? Now they want to know where you're going to go with it. So I think we should always be looking, not always thinking that we can reinvent the wheel, right? Because that's hard. To reinvent the wheel is hard. But you can certainly take something old and brush some dust off of it, blow on it, breathe some life into it, and bring classics back with a modern feel. I think that's definitely something that's worthwhile. And like I said, you don't need to know anything about Pokemon. So don't think like, oh, I'm not going to get this because I don't know anything about Pokemon. Especially if you ever perform for, well, now I'd almost say teens, right? The teens are really the ones that used to be into Pokemon when they were kids, right? My teen is now 14, right? So your 14-year-olds, your 15-year-olds, your 16-year-olds, those are the ones that remember Pokemon. So if you have those kind of teens maybe in your circle, this would be a fun one to pick up. That's everything. That's everything I can say about PokéMonte. Michael O'Brien, Deuce Gala. Big, huge thanks to Deuce Gala for sending this over to me. I got more Deuce Gala effects coming up soon, so stick around for that. And I hope I've introduced you to a trick that you didn't know anything about, or maybe answered some questions for you that you already had. And if that's the case, do me a favor, hit like, hit subscribe, hit follow. And if you don't know how to hit follow, after you hit subscribe, you have to hit subscribe first. So you hit subscribe, and then a bell icon appears. And then you just hit the bell icon, and then you'll be notified when I upload new videos. Big props. Make sure you visit deucegala.com. Thank you, everybody down there. Thanks to Michael O'Brien, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hey, how would you like access to even more Magic reviews? You can. You can get access to 2 extra bonus videos every single week. Did you know that? Hey, I make videos Monday through Friday for free, and I do that for you guys. I never ask for a dime. You guys don't need to pay me any money. Magic and YouTube is not how I make a living. But if you would like access to 2 extra videos, you can join this channel for the low, low price of $1.99 a month. That's right, you'll get 8 extra videos every single month. Now, what are these videos? Well, these videos are tricks that I purchase with my own money because I'm interested in them. These are the tricks that I see, that I want, that I think are going to be cool, and so I take time out and review those for you in the membership section. 8 videos, 2 a week for only $1.99. All right, so how do you join? Well, down below, right next to where it says Magic Orthodoxy, there should be a button that says Join. If you don't see that button, there's also a hyperlink in the description of this video. Once you click that, it'll take you to another YouTube page where you'll be able to put in all your information and join with your $1.99. Of course, you can join for month to month, or you can join for the entire year. It's up to you. And of course, you're free to cancel at any time. And again, you don't have to do this. This is not me asking for money. This is just another thing that I make available to you should you wish. Of course, you just coming here and supporting me on social media, any one of my other social media channels, by subscribing, by following, that is support enough. That is all the support I need from you guys. And believe me, when I see you guys reach out, when I see you guys comment, it means the world to me. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, and thank you for believing in me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.